Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us with a Sony ICF-506, it's an AM FM portable radio. During this video, I'll perform a daytime AM band scan. Here we can pick up in the Chicagoland area. Should be fun. It's been quite a few years since I've had this radio out on the channel. So first we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third we'll start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the Sony ICF-506. You can still find it on Amazon selling for a premium price of around $58. I say premium because back in 2017, 2018, this was selling for around $40, $45. Now, do I call that premium or do I call it inflation? Probably inflation. But you can still get it, which is rather interesting. It's a good radio. It's AC/DC powered, which we'll go over. Yeah, I like it. So let's check out the features of the Sony ICF-506. So looking at the left-hand side here, we have an AC input, and they give you the cord, of course, so you can run it all day long without any batteries. Nice. Always good to have that. Front of the radio, you can see we got a metal speaker grill. Now, the ICF-19 came out at the same time, though I don't think you can still get that radio. That was a diesel powered only radio. There's no AC option. That had a plastic speaker grill. This one looks more dressier, and it was a little bit more money. The ICF-19 was about the same performance, and that one ran about $30. That was a good deal, but again, you couldn't run AC power. It's nice with this one. Got the same speaker, 4-inch speaker in there. Nice. It's got good tonal quality. What I really like is this dial. Got Sony, and our dial is nice white with the black numerals. Looks really cool with the log scale running down the middle. As you can see, left is our AM band and right is our FM band. If you look down there, you'll see there's two little lights. The left one there, battery, and then over here on the right is your tuning indicator. So I believe that's green and that one's red. Let's see. Yep. Okay, cool. On-off switch. Yeah, so you got the on-off switch with the band select, which is interesting. So you got off, AM in the middle, and FM to your right. And of course, we'll go to AM in a second. On the right-hand side, we got our tuning knob. Volume control. It's nice analog. Nice and smooth, too. I like this. Headphone jack. It's not stereo, but it's both ears. So if you plug in headphones, it'll work left and right ears. It's not one of those wonky new radios where it's still left ear only. That's pretty hilarious when I run into those. Top of the radio is really cool. I love this handle. It sits flush. So look at that. Beautiful thing. Then you got your whip antenna there. The nice thing about this whip antenna is it comes out, swivels, so you can position it wherever you need to. Me living in a rural area, I got to go kind of horizontal, so I really like the fact I can do that with a slight angle to it. So people can go straight vertical, but yeah, I got to go kind of on a tilted horizontal plane to get my FM stations. Yeah, it's just where I live. Unfortunately, this is 24.5 inches, though. Get some decent reception. Go to the back of the radio. You'll see it's got a little grip also, so if you don't have the handle extended, you can grab it by this little grip. And then we have our battery compartment, which holds 3 AA batteries. Now, it's the only downside of this radio is that when the power's off and you're running off of the battery power, you're only going to get about 35 hours of runtime. The ICF-19, with its 3 D-cell batteries, gives you 400 hours of runtime. So, in essence, more than 10 times the amount of capacity that these guys give you. Pretty cool. But in an emergency, though, it's good to know that you just need 3 AA batteries. So it'll get you 35 hours on AM or FM at moderate volume. So that's good. I'll take it because we can run it on AC all day long. So that's a plus. All right. So size comparison real quick, and then we'll start cruising the band. Okay. So for size, I always have little guys off to the left here. CC pocket in the house. Now current time is 10:36 a.m. That's Central Daylight Time in Chicago, Illinois, USA. The month is May. The year is 2025. Yes. Starting to do all the dates now, and people know what it is. They've asked. It makes sense because different months, in the winter months, sometimes you get different results. Skywave 2 for frequency checking. Don't think we'll need to during the day. This is a pretty dead-on radio. You may have to fiddle with it a little bit with a DSP, digital signal processor, but we'll talk about that in a moment. I'll use this to frequency check if I get lost. I don't think I will during the day. At night, I will, so I'll probably use that for my nighttime scan. And then, of course, if you don't have those, we always have Iron Man, yeah, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Sony's all day long, man. He's Iron Man. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that gives you an idea. That card's awesome. So, yeah, decent sized radio. Love it. So go ahead and turn it on and cruise the daytime band. Again, Chicago, Illinois, USA. Yeah, let's turn it on. Middle here, got our volume. Very cool. Now I have a Turk Advantage passive loop to my left here. I'll bring it out for some faint stations if we need to. Hopefully we can pull in some distant ones. Alright. I think it has around, I want to say a 4-inch ferrite or 3.5-inch ferrite antenna up in here somewhere. Yeah. It's not easy to take this apart. I remember doing it once and that was it. Wasn't going to do it again. First station. Now we're listening. It's going to have little steps. What we have here is an analog scale with a digital signal processor. Everybody's going to ask that. This is not an all-analog radio. It has steps. It has a DSP chip with an analog scale, so it's digitally tuning it. So you'll hear the little clicks.
Epic news.
Okay, let's turn it.
Well, first of all, okay, I'm going to tell I said I wasn't going to say this story, but I'm going to now because, wow, did you take a right turn into a weirdo.
I'm going to fold that handle down. Yeah, get it out of the way. 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. This is to the north. Now, cardinal directions are north, east, south, west. Yeah, this is WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. Left wing station.
And we were in a 4-person apartment building. And the downstairs neighbor right below us, it was a mother, her son, and her daughter. Her daughter was my age, about 19, 20 years old. Okay. This is also above board.
Okay, you're an adult.
She's an adult. And
you can see the lights turn on. We got our battery indicator showing it's really strong. It's good. They're brand new batteries. And then we got a tuning LED in red there.
Patio that leads to the $121,000 worth of MyPillow products in one day. To shower Mike Lindell and all the workers there in
560, the answer to WIND, Chicago, right wing, right next to the left wing. Yeah, I mean, it's political talk. If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're just going to skip these stations. But sounding good.
Dream sheets. Can you give me an exclusive offer? And you know what? Done.
61212. You can also leave a message with our app, 1A Vox Pop, and we'll get to your thoughts on Wednesday. We're talking about religion and artificial intelligence as part of our Cyber Monday series. As always, with Cyber Monday, we're joined by Dina Temple-Raston. She's the host and managing editor of Click Here. That's a weekly cyber and tech news podcast from Recorded Future News. Now let's add one more voice to the conversation. Noreen Herzfeld is a professor of science and religion at St. John's University.
Science, religion, and AI. Wow, I never thought of that as a mixture, huh? NPR station at 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois, 150 miles southeast.
Class of youth that have apraxia. And in preparing for the class, I have AI generate quotes and some basic ideas about the concept that I'm speaking to. But then I use it as a framework only because I want to respond to my own inward inspiration and knowledge about those ideas and to how the youth are responding to what I say.
So it's just going to help the teachers and yeah, okay, that's cool. And if you're doing a sermon, it helps with their sermons, I guess. I guess that's pretty cool. It's like your own little, looks things up for you. But the true ministers know the Bible in and out, so yeah. Let's keep going.
To critique their sermons.
That should be 590. See if we can't get it.
Email us at 1a@wamu.org. Noreen, when we're talking about religious chatbots and how they work, what kind of information are they trained on? Well,
still 580?
Quite a bit from...
Come on.
Because the approach to care is non-intentional. Expectations for them is very...
Okay.
Instead of perform the program, small problems, small fixes, big problems, big fixes.
Now, this could be 600. We're going to double check.
So what really is the next step? If it's exploring why other therapies haven't worked before? That's usually a portion of the conversation. when we're dealing with the sonic.
That's the problem with DSP. So if you got a real faint station, it's difficult to get it. I have to go back and forth, and I'm not going to do that during this video. So 590 failed the test. I know there's a guy always comments that in the comments section. It failed. Yeah, it failed because I'm not going to go back and forth to try to get it. But this is 600. This is cool. This is WMT Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 175 miles. 175 miles to the west. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Using the loop here, trick advantage, kicking butt. Perpendicular to where the internal ferrite antenna is. You tune it. That purple knob.
And this is that pain cycle.
Nice.
They have the pain, they have the muscle garden, they lose their range of motion, their muscles weaken, they lose their energy.
For you and your team, from little leaguers to hardcore players and trainers, this is the place you'll want to be. You can't beat Bernhardt.
Whatever that is. 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, north.
Sometimes the conversation between the segments is the most interesting, but
not always on air, safer air.
No. Matt Smith.
Between the Celtics and Knicks, Timberwolves and Warriors.
A large amount of minutes.
Here's Warriors forward Jimmy Butler.
But I got all the trust of Steve and the coaching staff and everybody else to make sure that I'm going to be ready.
Timberwolves guard Anthony Edwards has high praise for his teammate Julius Randle.
Cut, finding an open guy, time after time. It's making the game a lot easier for me, so I appreciate having him.
African American.
Yeah, hearing sports talk on WMFN. I don't hear it too often. 640 Peatone, Illinois, Black Information Network.
Hall of Fame class. Felix won a female track and field record, 11 Olympic medals, and 7 gold.
You win, but if your pick finishes in second instead of first, you get your stake back in cash. Watch your favorite players go for the win all season.
Yeah, I get tired of listening to... Sometimes, if there's not a ball game on, sports talk, it's pretty it's all about betting. And yeah, bets. 670 the score. WSCR, Chicago, Illinois, home of the Cubs.
Illinois only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Turn it up.
The most expensive house in the...
Just see where we can pick up 700. I don't think we're going to, though. There's always that possibility, though. Bring in a loop. There it is. Okay, so it's a pretty inaudible signal. The volume's all the way up, and that's pretty inaudible. But it is WLW, 300 miles to the east there, Cincinnati. Very cool. I bet if you're using headphones, you'd be able to hear what they're saying. All right, let's keep going.
Combined income, 260 G's a year. Living in a $600,000 home with their 3 kids, called to pay off 120 grand worth of credit card debt, high interest rate consumer loans, and 2 401k.
720 WGN Chicago.
To help Jordan and Jackie pay off their debt, eliminated their stress with the team hire.
Okay, so we got Chicago. What's this? Access Radio Chicago, I think they call it. WNDZ, Portage, Indiana. Yeah, not bad. One of my supporters on Patreon was saying that, they tuned this in and they were getting Spanish music. Cool, but yeah, in the morning, usually it's English for me. So here we are, English rock and roll.
Quantrill, 640 tonight, you get Cubs on 670 to score. With the 12th best odds of landing the number 1 pick.
780 WBBM News Radio, Chicago.
They have a 1.7% shot. The Bulls' chance of getting a top 4 selection is 8%.
Toward protected retirement and bank accounts on your computer, your next of kin will need access to all those details.
820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois. I love that volume. It's really nice. Nice and smooth. It's nice and quiet. Left wing station.
Comes with a comprehensive checklist to help you ensure your next of kin can manage your estate when you are gone, from insurance policies, funeral direct.
If I had to have them cut off, I would go and take a look at. You seen John Amos when he was talking about cutting his
So I'm going to Yeah, I guess I could bring the loop in. This is 860 WNOV, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles north, 250 watt station, so very low power, and it takes a little bit of a boost to get a nice clear signal. Let's boost it.
They were Unix. And a lot of that is, they created Unix so they could work around women, and they were worried about all these other things, so you created Unix, right? You castrate males. And then that's what, again, but, Kunta, he was running, and that's what gave him the choice. You could lose what's your foot, or you could lose, you could be castrated, and he decided it was going to be his foot.
Yeah, cut it off at the knee.
So there we go. That's worked out pretty good. Tuning the loop, I was off a little bit, but there we go. We got it. It's sounding pretty strong now. Tuning light didn't come on, but it's better.
Oh, well, to the program. So, and I appreciate all the
okay, we'll keep going.
The righteous black folk, you guys for the
call. Oh, tune right there, without the loop.
What
the frig?
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, cool.
Their idea is only men are going to sign up, right? And
here's 890 WLS, Chicago, the big 89.
Women, I read about a case about a week ago of a young woman who wanted to compete in male sports.
What's up?
I'm calling to ask when exactly during the mass does it
okay.
Interesting question. Well, it takes place.
The Democrats are looking to.
The keywords is a much longer.
So this is a hard one. This is where we're not picking up 920 because of selectivity. Sometimes you run into it with these Sonys, these DSP Sonys. Got to go back and forth a bit.
This is my blood. Action, and
I'm just not getting it. So let's just see if it is picked up with the Skywave real quick. We could just enter it in. Whoops, there we go. So 9, or are we at 20?
I did not say that. I said he's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
So I can't pick it up, but I can get it with the Skywave because, of course, selectivity on Skywave is awesome. So let's go ahead and just keep going, I guess.
That's when this liturgical.
890.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and
body. Okay. This is my blood. That's when the consecration takes place. But if you consider it all one liturgical.
It's jumping up to a stronger station here, 930 WKBM, Sandwich, Illinois, relevant radio.
Depending on how you pronounce it. And then those specific words of institution, or you might say the exact point where that is, or epiclesis, depending on how you pronounce it. And then
now it just jumped past 940, because 940 is typically low, a faint station, so it's probably just latching on the stronger stations here. This is 950 WNTD, Chicago, relevant radio, sister station at 930.
Appreciate that. By the way, here's an email that comes in. This is from Rob. He's listening on the Relevant Radio app, and he says, good morning.
Well, a general chatbot like ChatGPT is trained on such a wide variety of information.
So here's 970 WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Less likely to get quite the answer that you're looking for. If you're just looking for information, say, about the faith of a particular denomination or a particular faith, it's going to be much more wide.
She had won Miss Teen North Carolina. So I got to see all of it via her Facebook and Instagram, which is
1000 WMVP, Chicago, ESPN Sports Radio. As you can see, I had to go up and back down to get the tuning light to come in.
Without laughing, that makes
once it's locked in, it's locked in.
No, that doesn't make you sound like a terrible person. You know who is big on the Passion Circuit? And who's a really nice person overall? Katie George.
No bo tutaj mamy ten dokument gotowy i co należy by zrobić, żeby on miał moc prawną.
1030 WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
I już gotowe, bo pewno wiele osób myśli, że jeżeli już jest podpisane notarialnie, to koniec. No ja bym sobie tak pomyślała. Czy trzeba go gdzieś...
Sometimes that drive is just, I'll take the extra 2 minutes to go ahead and drive that strip and just see it.
WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
You know, our city fathers, as well as the planners, they had the foresight to make so much of our shoreline accessible to the public. something a lot of communities to the south do not have. And consequently,
tonight.
Okay.
Like, I don't see where the big part of the story is. I see.
Yeah, I didn't pick up 1060. This is 1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin. Sports radio, which I like. It's one of my favorite ones.
2 NBA games on here today, and Stephen A. Smith in studio, so they want him on all day long. So they had to find a way.
Sporządzony przez dwie osoby, które są właścicielami. Czy wystarczy podpis jednej?
1080 is WNWI, Oakland, Illinois. They sell their programming, and of course, yeah, Brother Stairs Group sometimes gets it, and I'll hear them locally. What the? Not on shortwave, locally.
I po jej śmierci dom przechodzi na skazanego beneficjenta. César, agradecer por muchas cosas buenas que estoy segura que sí tienes.
1110 WXCS, Chicago.
Todas esas cosas buenas en tu vida. Y el dolor, claro, el dolor que tienes de no sentirte valorada por alguien que...
Monday morning.
Hey, don't open the door.
1130 WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You make the joke. That's what. All right, I'm disappointed looks.
EQ live 24/7 365 in the event of an emergency.
Here's 1160 Hope for Your Life, WYLL, Chicago, Illinois. And if you can guess, Christian radio.
What's going on in the world around you? RealLifeNetwork.com.
They have a lot of programs in the morning, if you're so inclined.
Brought us to do this channel in the first place. RealLifeNetwork.com. Sign up, subscribe.
So we got some music, of course, on 1180 WSQR, The Q, Sycamore, Illinois. There's a squirrel on my radio. Yeah, they used to be called the squirrel, or they used to mention squirrel or something like that. But they got away from the squirrel, but I kept it. Yeah, squirrel time. Love it. And not at sister station, 1200 WRTO, Chicago. Hispanic music, can you tell? All right.
Ahora es el momento perfecto para descargar la aplicación Euforia y comenzar a disfrutar de nuestro contenido, artistas y talentos que quieren estar más cerca de ti a través de su música, podcast y entrevistas exclusivas.
El podcast más top de Cruce.
Exclusive music something. I don't know what they're saying, but they got music and exclusive. You guys can tell me, but anyway, this is WXCS. WKRS. I can't even read my own handwriting. Yeah, WXCS. Where the heck is that? Yeah, this is Waukegan, Illinois, 1220.
La firma más grande de lesiones de Estados Unidos. Con o sin papeles, luchamos por ti.
We're your neighbors in the home improvement business. Hi, this is Brady with Bob.
I had to go back a little bit. Okay, this is 1230 WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin, an agro station. Learn how to farm, raise cattle, all that fun stuff. Buy tractors. You get it.
If anything breaks or fails on that window, we will stand behind it. If your home is in need of a little makeover, my crew will impress you with their job site cleanup and workmanship. I guarantee it.
Seamless siding and custom windows.
1240 WSPC, Chicago, next to it. So that's 1260 WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin. That's cool. That's coming in. Sweet. See if I can just power that up with the loop. Can't hover on music, but the tuning light came on. Okay, cool. Tuning light sort of bouncing around. Okay, cool.
According to researchers from Mass General Brigham, who developed a deep...
Okay, 1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin, 72 miles northwest.
Using a someone's face, the artificial intelligence tool generates predictions of the subject's biological age, which is the rate at which they are aging as opposed to their chronological age. Again, this is frightening. Useful? Sure. Concerning? Absolutely. Face age also predicts survival outcomes for people with cancer.
Just don't use it. I mean, if it bugs you and you're scared of it, don't use it if you can help it. I mean, sometimes it's forced on you, but if you don't need to use it, don't do it. All right.
Facial points. It looks like a constellation on their face. Really, you don't need to take a...
And I went in there, and everything was taken care of. I was so grateful.
Okay, I think that's 1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois, College Town. Oh, yeah. They're rocking out with their Sonys. Maybe. They might have one of these. Coming in way better on the Sony. What's up with that, Skywave?
Think you're a 90s fan. All right, Screech, let's see what you got. This is WBEL-AM, South Beloit, Janesville, Beloit. The Beat, 92.3 and 98.9.
Can't overrun the music, but that's a cool beat. 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. As you heard, they had the call letters. Yeah, it's a good station. Okay, it's jumpy. Top of the hour, we got call letters, 1400, WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin. They sang it, which is cool. A singing jingle, I like that.
About to deal with China.
Not just a dude, it's 90s and the best rock and roll, the beat. You know, it's like they're like actually singing, Racine, Wisconsin. It's awesome.
Both sides now agreed to reduce the tariffs imposed after April 2nd to 10% for 90 days.
Trump swinging the big tariff stick. You know, I don't bring up politics too often, but when it affects my radios, I get a little upset. It's just like funny. It's like everybody's getting anxiety for nothing because it's a big show or something here. Come on. Some people lost money though. That's not cool. All right, let's turn this up.
Of some drugs. He describes what a friend told him in a phone call.
I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn fat drug I take.
Combs is charged with sex trafficking and racketeering.
Okay, 1410 WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. So Elgin, Illinois is a famous town. If you guys know, they made some awesome pocket watches back in the day. Yep, Elgin Pocket Watch. So that's their big claim. They had a huge factory. I think that really pretty much built that town.
For the things that make your place yours, even things that don't make sense to everyone.
People always wonder why I don't get rid of my guitar.
Kennedy family with a mortgage-free home. Families like the Kennedys need your help.
Okay, so that I think was 1430 before. WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois. That ethnic music. This here is 1440. WROK, Rockford, Illinois. Yeah, news station. WROK. What?
Pure Talk, my sponsor, my wireless company, has a better offer. The brand new free Samsung Galaxy with qualifying plans.
Hello.
Jumpy. All right. We're getting finished up here. Iron Country, 1490 WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. It's not going to be too much longer here. Some faint signals in here from Wisconsin. Just going to jump right to this. Strong 1590 WCGO, Evanston, Illinois, to the east. Right by the lake. Lake Michigan. This radio goes all the way to 1710, which is good.
And welcome to the Inner Life during our Spring Buzz Drive here on Relevant Radio, asking you to give hope. Let's begin this hour with a memorare. Please bear with me.
Give hope? All right. 1640 WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin, Relevant Radio. Somebody told me they went to HD, so yeah. I think it was Luke on Discord. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I have a Discord server where we all chat. A lot of us. So if you want to chat about portable radios live with other viewers, and just check it out. So in the video comments.
But in thy mercy, hear
Yeah.
and for me.
No charge, all fun.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Well, it's been heralded as the toughest of the three evangelical councils of...
Because I always do the windows I do them once in the spring, once in the summer, and once in the fall, before winter gets here. I always clean the windows.
Okay, here we're picking up, it's kind of weak. I could probably bring the loop in, but this is the Zone 1670 WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin.
To find out that I don't have any additional new raccoon crap on the roof, so that was good. So that was a good day today. Although I did see him climb the trellis on Saturday night.
Did you know vitamin D deficiency, key for immune strength, is more common?
1690 WBON, Chicago. That finishes us up during the day. That's cool. So there it is. Yeah, the Sony ICF-506. We're done with our band scan. We'll just turn that. I'll bring this back down for the evening. I'm going to do an evening one. Like I said, it's been a while since I had this radio out. Wow, what can I say? It's a cool radio still. It does a decent job of tuning those stations in. Not bad at all. I mean, yeah, you have to use a loop for some things, but not most. It was doing pretty well. Definitely go back and forth with that tuning to get a nice solid lock. And yeah, you'll be rocking. And again, nice tone quality. I do like that forward speaker on the AM band. And of course, the FM sounds good as well. I know this radio did really well on FM. And especially these DSP radios tend to. So a good investment if you're looking for a Sony. You want a Sony radio. And you're definitely looking, this is definitely a good option because you do have that AC plug-in. And of course, Sony quality, this thing's going to last you 20, 30 years easily. I have one, I think a 24 model, a budget model I bought for like $20 back in 1999. I'm still using it. Yeah, 26 years and still rocking. So yeah, these things will last a long time. So definitely give it a go. Links on the pay link section. Check it out if you want to support the channel. You guys rock. 2, if you like Sony products and want to see more, hit subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future reviews, comparisons, all that fun stuff. I do have a vintage one coming up here shortly, if it hasn't already released. It's a cool radio donated to the channel. He rocks. Donations are always accepted. You can always contact me through my, my about section and my page there. Just go ahead and check out the email there. Or you can go to my website, which is YouTube approved, and there's a contact section as well. So definitely neat. They got some neat stuff coming in. So yeah, Sony is great. I love it. So yeah, definitely do that. If you made it this far, you probably already subscribed. So, but there are some people that skip ahead to the end. And of course, 3, comment down below what you think about the 506. This is something you would want today. It's a very basic radio, AM, FM, but it has a lot going for it because of the easy to read dial, fairly easy to tune because, most people who have this radio aren't DXing. They're just looking for their strong stations and they're going to find it. Click, 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 click. There it is. It's that quick and easy to get on station. And they got a tuning LED, which is fantastic. Most people that have this radio are going to have it plugged in with AC power. I don't see them running the battery too often unless there's an emergency. So they'll have it if the power goes out. Not bad. So let me know what you guys think. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.